Hey yo, I'm back. What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Yo, Virtue, what up, bro? v0cab, my brother. Loretta, I see you, my G. Send this out to the folks. We gonna rock today. Talk to him, v0cab. What up, cuz? Thanks for joining. I knew you'd be here. Hold on, before we get going, I'm gonna do some things real quick. Alright. Tony, what's good, bro? Man, v0cab got them joints. What up, D? Thanks for being here with us today, this afternoon. Happy New Year. We rocking with my man v0cab today. Tony, I see you, my G. What up? Go Squad. Talk. Put him on to my bro v0cab out there, you know. Make sure we right. Yeah. Good to see you too, cuz. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Yo, yes sir. Let's get it poppin'. Get it going, my bro. Wait, let's see. Yo, what's good, brother?
How's it going, man?
Chillin', man. Thanks for joining us today, man. I know your schedule's hectic, but you made time for it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, word, everybody's our brother v0cab out there. Tell them where you at, bro.
How's it going, everybody? v0cab here from Porterville, California. You know, repping the Central Valley. We out here making music out here.
Yeah, see if you can get your mic closer if possible.
We over
your
here
mic.
at Porterville,
there you
California.
Go.
Porterville, California.
All right. Yo, thanks for joining us, man. My G, yo, man, it's been a while since I've been on, so thank you for being the first one of season 2. You know what I mean? Regular Cat Konvo. You know, this is gonna be a dope one here. My brother here, Dope MC. We want to get into his story. You know what I'm saying? You know, so let's get into it, bro. You know, shout out to the Ghost Squad. They all here rapping with us. You know, they're gonna be joining. You know, but we here right now with my brother v0cab. Talk to us, bro. Let's see how long you been doing this thing here with this mic, bro.
I've been rapping since I was 12.
Word.
12 years old.
Okay.
I always loved music, and when I heard hip-hop for the first time, it really had an impact on me. Like, I was like, there's music like this? And I was like, what? Like, so from there, I just chased after really becoming a good artist. And
Word.
for the audience, mostly, you know, like, at that time, I didn't really care about what I wanted out of it. I wanted to, like, again, pursue a crowd that would be pleased by what I would portray.
Exactly. Your lane, basically, word?
Yes.
You know?
And eventually, over time, after years, maybe like when I was 17, around 16, 17, I made my first single.
Okay.
And it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. I'm gonna say that right now.
That's all right though. That's the start. What was the track? What was the name of it?
Shit. You Could Be Famous.
Okay.
Cause I would always hear that from people. like, I mean, all right, well, I'm gonna put this on the track then. I'm gonna put that shit as the hook. And from there, it was cool. It was a cool little track. I mean, like it wasn't all that, but it really at the time it was like I was really happy for it. You know, like whenever, especially as
First
an
joint.
artist, like it's like I don't know if you ever heard that saying from Tech Nine, but he says I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. You know, so
Oh
like
yeah.
at the very beginning, like when you make it as an artist, when you craft something, I'm really it just makes me really feel adamant about it.
Hmm. But so now, what I wanted to ask you, because with the first track, you know how you felt about that. But when you was talking about when you the first time you heard hip hop, shout out to yours truly, Ghost Squad. You know what I'm saying? But you talk about when you first time you heard hip hop though. I wanted to get into that. What was some of your influences? What was your first things that you actually heard that made you say, "Yo, this is it"?
Uh, the first song of hip hop I've ever heard, it was from Ice Cube, and it was
Ice T.
by Ice Cube,
Oh, Ice Cube. Okay, shout out to Q, NWA.
and it was Bow Down, and
Ooh.
my dad was playing it in his car at this time. He had an El Camino, and he had a badass
Ah,
system in it, you know. So everywhere we would mob, we was just it was hella loud, but that
and I could
song
just hear it.
that song in particular, it really caught my interest, and from there, that's when I really it just clicked in my head, you know. And I
Word.
was like, wow. Um, from
And
there,
that's crazy.
I also really started listening to Eminem after that too, because I was influenced by listening to Eminem through Exhibit, like listening to Exhibit too.
Exhibit was my oh man, Exhibit is a beast. A definitely underrated MC.
Yeah.
Listen, that release date album, that joke with release date, one of my favorite tracks, yo. Wow.
What is it? The track with Eminem, "Bitch Please." I think that's what it's called.
Oh, well, he got busy on that.
Yeah.
All of the underground, how that sound. Yeah, Exhibit is a
Yeah.
G on that. But you know what's so funny when you tell me that you're influenced by Ice Cube and the first track you heard was Bow Down, it shows me our our generational difference as well. Because when immediately you think Ice Cube for me, I'm thinking Ice Cube America's Most Wanted. It has one of the best diss tracks of all time in No Vaseline.
Yup.
You know, straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube representing, you know what I mean? That's who I remember. So the generational gap that shows the greatness of Ice Cube, how he's withstood time and he's influencing different generations on another level. So shout out to Ice Cube, a legend in this game, and just wanted to throw that out there, you know? So let's talk to you about it, man. Like when you said your first track you wasn't particularly happy about, but you started to grow, obviously.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, so what was the growth? Was it your passion to just want to get better, or was it people around you that you were like sharpening your skills with as well?
It was a mixture of a lot of those things actually. Like I had friends that also rapped too, but it was because they did it as a hobby.
Right.
I did it because I was like, you know what? At first it was a hobby, but then I realized that a lot of the music that I was listening to and how I reflected it was really a good way to capture an audience to say what I want to say, you know?
Right.
And eventually I thought about it. I was like, man, I could go to school for this. I could go and become um, a public speaker and be like just a normal artist. But I mean, at that same time, like be a communications major at that time because I went to
Mm.
college for some time and I got my certification for that. But after a while, it was more like, okay, I have this. What do I want to do now? And I remember I was just making music and someone and I love to say this that they came at me sideways, you know, because they were like, you know what, do you battle rap? I'm like, nah, and they were just hitting me hard with some bars. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was
Everybody has that moment though. Everybody has that.
right, and I was like, wait, how what? Like at that time, I didn't realize that there were double entendres in music. I was just making music because I had a passion for it, you know. You see what I mean? Like, and
And you like, wait, I wasn't. Yo, it happens to everybody, bro. Because let me tell you, I've been in situations like that. Like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like you said, you love it, you passionate, you write it, and that makes you go into different changes as well. Like, okay, like you said, that makes you get better. Like you can add more. There's so much more that you can actually do with the vocabulary, which is dope because I want to get into that as well with your name being vocab. You know what I mean? And but learning those entendres and all of that is different.
and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. When when that happened, I really got shut down. I was like, damn, like this is a whole new ball game that I gotta learn. And
Word.
I was fortunate enough to be around the time when shout out to Burner, he out here in the Bay. Um,
Burner's dope.
yeah,
Definitely shout Burner out, man.
I was
Unless his music is fly. I love Burner.
yeah. Um, he had an app called Battle App,
Mm.
and at the time, Battle App was it was fucking popping, man. Like it had a grip of people that loved hip hop music, that loved
Mm.
rap. Like not, I mean, like I ain't down in trap right now because it's a new and bigger thing that's coming up in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about real gritty hip hop, real grimy bars. Like there were people there that were just there to watch rap battles, and how it went down, it was a social media platform basically. It was just like Instagram. The only thing was that we couldn't go live. Other than
Word.
that
Word.
though, it was a badass platform, man. I love that platform. It was link friendly. I could upload videos. I could put filters on them, like different colors that I wanted. If I wanted it black and white, or if I wanted it like, what is it, opaque, or whatever it is, like. And that app went, it did. But the whole point why I mentioned this app is it allowed me to really sharpen my skills as a battle rapper as well.
Dope. That's dope, man.
It
See,
did.
the thing is, like, and you're using what the tools that's in front of you you know what I'm saying? Whatever's in front of you, whether it be another MC, whether it be an app, whether it be a video, an artist, whatever, you're using that in the right way. And real quick, I want to shout out Hammer Club Music, your man G Hippie, K Banger, Jazzy. G Hippie, I heard him on some of your joints. He get busy, so shout out to him. I heard him on there. You know what I mean? You know, so I want, like I said, we was talking about your name, vocab. You know, how did you come up with that? And was that your first name that you ever had as a rapper?
No, my first name by this is so dumb. The first rap name that I ever went by was Trizzle Trey.
What
And
was it?
Trizzle Trey, Trizzle.
All right, Triple Check. All right,
I was that was like some kid shit though, you know, like
word.
later on I grew out of that and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go by my regular name. So I went
Okay,
by that for a long time, and even on Battle App it was like that. Everyone knew me by my name, you know,
word.
and from that point I was like, you know what, if I'm really gonna take this serious as being an artist and really trying to push the music the way how I want to, I need to develop some kind of stage presence, and
All
that
right,
persona really needs to be good. And I was like, you know what? I've studied music for a long ass time. I've listened to not only uh, beats, instrumentals. I've put myself through music from the fourth grade all the way to my senior year in high school. I played the violin for that long, so
word.
I'm really music oriented when it comes to that. Like I could sight read shit. I haven't done it in a long ass time, so I'm gonna have to put some WD-40 on that bitch and act, you know?
But now you have that as a background, man. Like your music is there. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't realize that MCs aren't just picking up a microphone. You know, we actually have had, like, I played drums in elementary school. I was all city drummer. You know what I mean? Played in a lot of parades and stuff like that. So people don't realize, you did more before picking up a mic. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like it all started off though like with just the love and the passion for it, and from there it
Right.
really I played the flute before I played the violin, and that's how I even
Mm-hmm.
stumbled across that. But that's some different story. Basically, it came down to where all that built up to where I wanted to rap, and I made music, and going through the changes of changing my name and stuff. Again, I had to go back to developing that persona, and
Word.
I really did good in English. I I really put myself through that subject, and that wasn't my favorite subject in school. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It I was horrible at grammar. Okay, like it just took a while to learn it, but I realize now how much it's used in battle rap too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
semicolon,
Uh-huh.
the whole difference in a rap battle than a comma. Like, and it's because it has a whole different context in itself.
See, and that's something too. Like, I give it a lot of props because battle rap, when we talk battle rap, I'm from an era when you used to battle over beats. You know what I mean? You used to have to flow. So all of that mattered. You know what I mean? So it took a while for me to like really watch the battle rap now because it's not that they're not saying it. Because let me tell you something. There's some bars being thrown,
Oh yeah.
classic bars that's being thrown in battle rap, and people making livings. People are losing careers in battle rap off of those battles. So I have a high respect for it. I'm just like the dude that I love a flow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was for me. But now I get into it and I'm entertained by it. I have some favorites and all, but it's just one of those things where the culture is still evolving, and that's so dope about it. You know what I mean? So let's talk about, like, because like I told you earlier before we got on, me and you was chopping it up, and I was telling you I was zoning out, man. Like, let's talk about some of the work you've been putting out, man, because I don't know if everybody really realized the work that vocab has in its arsenal, man. Like, how many projects do you have personally, man?
In my catalog right now, I have 20 releases, but 11 of those tracks is from a project that I released last year. And
Oh, word. See, if you can get too closer to the mic, man, it'd be hard to hear a little bit. Yeah.
um, I have 21 in my
Word.
catalog,
All right.
but 11 of those is from a album that I released last year.
Okay. And which album was that one?
Um, the best of both worlds.
Let me tell you. Let's talk about that album, man, because that album to me is freaking fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our brother K Bringer in the building, but Best of Both Worlds. How did you come up with that title for it? What was the thought process of that?
I wanted to implement both hip hop and trap in that album.
Okay.
And I always grew up like listening to hip hop obviously, but like during the change of like 2008 to like when Southern influenced hip hop actually took over a lot of mainstream, that's when Wayne came up. Like,
Yeah.
There's this particular song that he dropped called "I'm Me," and from there I started listening to that type of music, and I really wanted a gas. So at that
Uh-huh.
point, I was learning that type of cadence at that era. So
Word.
I realized that I was ahead of schedule in that sense because I had already learned that type of style, and I already know how to rap in a hip hop format too. So it's like
Word.
I wanted just to implement both sides of that to that album.
Let me tell you. When I hear that album, it's funny you say you went with it's more of a southern trap vibe. What I get from it is a Cali vibe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A dope, because the beats, like, I was just listening to it. My lady just like, I was listening to it, and I'm like, yo, I thought you was like, for me, it's Best of Both Worlds. He's bringing like a lyrical flow, showing, because a lot of people forget that MCs exist on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Like true barsmen. Like shout out to King Crooked. You know what I mean? There's Kendrick Lamar, of course, but there's Fashion. You know what I mean? Blue. There's MCs that throw bars from the West Coast, and you're one of them. I hear it, and I'm like, I hear you. Some people may consider it as a New York style over West Coast sound beats, but you are West Coast. You're not making any. Like you say where you're from on here, so it's not like you know. But sometimes people get caught up in hearing an accent that may not be there. You know what I mean? Something like that. So when I listen to Best of Both Worlds, that's what I got out of it. I didn't get South, and even though it was a beat on one of the joints, I was like, yo, this joint's ill. Like it was an on-beat, off-beat joint, and you were just killing it. Yeah, Loretta, like Corrupt, exactly. You know? But yeah, man, this Best of Both Worlds, bro, is heat. If anybody hasn't heard this, go check my man v0cab album out, Best of Both Worlds. Shout out to G Hippie. Definitely, I feel you said like how v0cab makes Southern Cali style with no. I word. See, G Hippie knows you a lot more, knows you better than me, of course. So he hears it. You know what I mean? So as a fan of hip hop and listening, that's what I got. You know,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
I
good,
appreciate
man.
it. And again, I really tried my best on that album because I also dedicated it to my daughter. Um,
Yes,
there's a
yes.
song in there that I feel like that doesn't get enough shine, and it's called "We Family." You know that song.
One of my favorites joint, yo.
Thank you, sir. That song in particular. When my daughter was born, I had dramatic music playing in my head. Like all I heard was just violins, a whole bunch of different chords played by the stand up bass with cellos and the viola. It was crazy, and then I was like, you know what? I really need to listen clearly of what I want out of this. And from there, I had that tune in my head for the longest time. And then I finally sat down and just sat at the DAW and just laid it down.
Mm. Now, when I hear you say, like, it's funny because when I hear the beats, like I said, what I love about it, they're very musically oriented, and hearing your background in music, it explains it all. Because I pay attention when that violin comes in or something like that, because to me it brings it out. It brings like it's breathing another piece of life into it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And we family track. What I love about it is the beat is so hard. You know what I'm saying? But you're talking some real family stuff.
Yeah.
And it's different because some artists will get that beat. If, like you send that track to somebody and it may be a whole different song.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But so it explains your direction with it. And like I said, that's one of my standout favorites on there. Besides the track I was led off with a few minutes, please. But the whole album, this is your first full project.
Yes.
Listen, it's very hard for somebody to have a first full project be as complete as this is, man. You know, because it's well put together. Like track placement is big. You know what I'm saying? It flows well. You know what I mean? The skit in the beginning, it had me ready to go. It had me ready to be like, okay, I heard you and DJ B Dot was talking. I was like, let's get in, let's get in. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, let's go to work. And sure enough, a few minutes, please, comes on. So well put together, bro. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk
Shout out
about some of
to
the.
Shout out to B-Dot.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And one of the artists that contributed to the album, G Hippie, shout out, he was in here. You also have Drastic and Point Blank. Are these
Yeah.
artists that you worked with for a while?
These remember going back to that Battle app. These are
Word.
my bros. Like we was a squad. We were first when we were in it. We were in a group called the Alien Mafia. But then after that, we broke off into that from that because just some shady shit was going down in there. We're like, nah, we know who's real and who's fake. So let's just dip. And we made our own group called the Arsenal. And
Mm,
from there, it was like we were just a little collective group of artists who really enjoyed each other's music, and
word.
it's like we have each other's back. Like I still communicate with all my folks from there. Like every one of them are. It may take a bit for them to respond like within a few hours, but it's like we still talk to each other, and that's just because we got things going on. But if
Word. I mean, that's
anything, that's
life. Yeah, I mean, life happens, man. People understand that, but when you have a brotherhood, it's beyond that because everybody is living life. You know, we all want to be successful. If we could all do this 24 hours a day, let it be music. That's what we all aspire to do because we love it, but we also have life. You know what I'm saying? So you never let life come in between the brotherhood because we all are living. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But when you
bro.
come together, it be a problem.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Um, when it come down to making music with them, it's not a hassle. Like they already know it's like it's work time. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, like, that's why I really appreciate them a lot because a lot of the time when I'm already done producing and making a verse, it's like, all right, I gotta write another one, and then a lot of the time I think to myself, do I want to just keep this all to myself or do I want to share with somebody?
That's dope. That's dope.
And it's just that's been instilled in my heart from growing up from my mother. Rest in peace, you know. Um,
Oh,
she uh she really taught me that. She taught me not to only think about myself when it comes to something like that. Like
word.
and that's really what I want to see. I want to see all of us eat. And shout out to Ghost Squad for real because like
Absolutely.
every all the artists in here fire. Like I got them playing on my premium indie hip hop playlist, and it's like
Let me tell you something, man. Ghost Squad is a conglomerate. I tell everybody, it's just a conglomerate of dope artists. It's a collective. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I, I don't rap anymore. Like, we haven't really spoke much in this chat like that. But no, I don't rap anymore. This is what I do, and I love it. But I used to, get busy with the mic, and I just love hearing every member of the squad, the passion that's in it. And with you joining, what I always do is I got to do my homework because I got to see who it is because I plan to have everyone on. I want to see what the musical background and all of that, and that's why I like to have you on as well, so the world can hear it. You know,
yeah,
and for me, it's like you definitely show you rep the squad right. You know what I'm saying? Because the music speaks for it. You know what I'm saying? But let's go into this, man. As far as like the squad, how was that for you? How did you get introduced to Ghost Squad?
okay, so media platform. I was on Twitter and I was a fan of True Words before I even was in a group with him.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to True Words long before I even talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I reached out to him one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. I was like, hey, bro, I have ASCAP. I got Distro Kid. I produce. I want to make some money. Let's make a dope ass track. He's like, I'm with it. He's all like, here's my email. So he sends me an email. I'm like, cool. And I'm just standing there with my phone, like, did this really just happen right
Word. Word.
now? And all this time, I was telling my woman at the time, I was like, you don't know what just happened right
What
now.
it
Like
means.
something
Yeah.
big just happened right now, you know. And she was like, okay. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep this in my head, and I'm not gonna go crazy with this. But I was like, all right, I really gotta produce something good.
Oh man. And so like it's so funny how this beautiful segue and does that lead to Cloudhead?
Yeah, but I'm not the only one who got on this project, obviously. So I'm gonna tell you how
Yeah.
this went down.
Yeah, yeah, please do.
I had Cloudheads in my head for the longest time about, and we'll talk about what it is for a second. But I had the idea of it. I didn't quite have the music that I wanted to lay down, but I had
Mm-hmm.
the concept behind it of what I was targeting. And
Mm.
it's again these artists that let their clout get to their head. That's like, dude, just because you have a grip of fans, that don't mean I can fucking take you out. You know,
Word.
like
Absolutely. We see it happen. That's what real hip hop that's real hip hop talking right there.
yes.
Shout out to our brother So Soon joining the chat with us, man.
So with that being said and done, I was like, all right, I've listened to True Words for a while, and I was like, this dude, he would murder somebody in a fucking rap battle real quick.
Easy. Easy.
And I was like, it would be an absolute honor to have this dude on this track. Like, so what happened was I produced it. I made the backbone of that shit, and I was like, you know what? These drums are off. I don't like them.
Mm.
During the time that this was going down, the Patreon group was formed.
Word.
Or Goat Squad.
Okay, yes.
This is when I was talking to Virtue, and I had just released something back in last September. It was a little project for my daughter, but King Virtue was on there and he produced it. And I was like, bro, like I like your drums, because he's all like, send me the wave file of just the instruments of the melodies and stuff, and I'll just lay the drums down. I was like, all right. So I sent it over to him. Dude sends it back to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like these are the drums that I was looking for. Like how I can't replicate that East Coast style, and that's what I was looking for. You know?
See, that's dope though. It's dope that you were open. Like, shout out to Virtue too, man. Like the whole squad, but it was just dope that you sent it over, and he just to do that. Like some people would be tight or feel like, nah, I don't want you. You know what I mean? But nah, it's just the love, the true organic love. If he down with you, Virtue. Once again, shout out because he does all the art for the regular cat Konvo. You know what I'm saying? So if he rocks with you, he's gonna work with you in any way he can, man. So huge shout out to you, Virtue.
Yeah, bro. Like he was he made a big difference in that track,
Mm.
and I mean that's why his name's even on there, because he's featured on that, because he brought the drums that I was looking for, and I was like, wow, like this really brought it to life. And then from there, I was like, okay, I need to get this mixed. So my engineer, which is my homie Cal Mack, shout out to Cal Mack. I've
Mm-hmm.
rocked with him since high school.
Word.
You know? So he's been doing his homework about engineering, because that's what he's been really wanting to do.
Okay.
During the time before that, I was learning how to produce. So I mean, like we complemented each other on what we were learning. So later on, we could actually work with each other.
Exactly. Y'all bringing it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he mixed the track. He added some silences. He did some musical amplification on there, like implements that I was like, wow. It really, just little elements that really brought out the life of that track too.
Word.
And he mastered it afterward, like, and I seen him how he did it. Like, he was telling me, like, look at all this room space that we have just to heighten all the vocals and all the instruments and everything. Because I sent him all the instruments in wave files separately, so he was able to do every single instrument. And I was like, all right, we're gonna really do our best with this. And it took like 2 days straight of him doing it, like him in the studio. He's like, it's done. I was like, cool.
And got it the way he wanted it.
Yeah. And we listened to it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna send it to Virtue and then True. And True was like, it's a good mix. I was like, I really think he did good too. Like I'm ready to put this out. And he's all right. What about promo? I was like, I'm gonna invest in TikTok promo. I was like, are you gonna do promo? And then True was like, of course I'm gonna do promo. So I was like, all right. So I dropped like $60 on TikTok promo, and it was really good turnout. Like I got hella followers on there. I got people who tuned in, and there's hella people that are tuning in too from his end. Because the day before it dropped, he did a badass promo for a reel on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, that sold it. That sold it. I was like,
yo,
it's done deal.
Let me tell you, man. One thing about True Words, bro. I mean, first of all, there's a lot of things you can say positive about him, but if he's behind the project, he's gonna get behind it. And I see how he talks to us in the squad. You know what I'm saying? He's a plethora of knowledge. If you want to soak it up, he give it to you, man. But if he's on your project, he just wants to see that you're gonna put that same effort into that promoting it as he's going to, because he knows what he's gonna do. You know, and.
Okay.
And the track can't, I mean, you can promote all you want, but if the track ain't fire, track ain't fire. And that is not the issue here. Because what we do here, we play the track and we let it get that air shine, like, you know what I'm saying? So Cloudheads, man, it's produced by you, and is it Virtue basically?
Uh,
Co-produced?
yeah, it's I did the melodies and Virtue did the drums.
Okay. Word. And you and you and True just did the spark. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So what we're gonna do right now, bro, for everybody that's here, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the building. My partner just been able to make it. A partner DJ, regularcatconvo.com. That's my brother. We got everything popping. We do this together. Thanks for making it, bro. We about to do the premiere. Well, not premiere because it's been out, but we're gonna premiere it on Regular Cat Convo. Cloutheads is gonna be my brother v0cab featuring the head of the Ghost Squad, True Words. So let's play this joint here, and we're gonna talk more about it after. All right? All right, word. Let's get this. Oh, well, I always do this. My bad. That's on me. Let's get this volume. All right, we're gonna bring it back and let it go. Let's go.
Yo, I'll take this moment to demonstrate how I won't hesitate. Building from the ground up and morph it to the best of state. I bring a major rise out of individuals, watch them levitate. Engaging the gaining fans at it and pressure break. Some say this podcast, they have bad reactions. But somehow these scratch, they posted up like some traffic signs. Bad manner, they work ethic is horrible. No investment in time, cause to them it ain't affordable. When I speak, I'm bringing truth through the mic cable. These clocks, it's bubbles, but supposed to plug like some timetables. I can care less if the gas is on the stupid crew. Square split the switch upside like a Rubik's Cube. I put dust to these verses like rappers reading the Bible. But what's vital is that I always knew that I'd be vital. I be using every moment just to capture rhymes. Ain't no true words, it was a matter of time. A matter of time, cutting through one stab at a time. The magic heads from the cloud, I dispense the lies. I put my soul on the table just to gamble with lies. I traveling lines like an elephant that's adamant spine. My stomping ground is where the snakes are trying to battle what's mine. The carry stripes on your back, I'll start strangling your spine. For real, a false flag, it was both added and toe tag. I'm true words and it doesn't take much to vocab. Laughing at cloud heads being so average. Y'all want beef, then we can meet with the whole wagon. Me and Mo haven't never spoken, we both dragons. That's no dragon, it's all true. Coke status, get away, we clocking lanes to cause traffic. Until receive nobody, that's a closed casket. It's in the rabbit, so put your eggs in the wrong basket. So how you really seal a deal with a blown gasket?
Oh my God. We already know it. Ghost Squad. You gotta let this breathe, bro. Love it. Talk to him with that. Yeah. Woo! Alright, y'all. You already know who it is. Shout out DJ Unbreakable. Yo, that's my brother v0cab and True Words, Cloudheads. Listen, man, that's ball work, supreme ball work. Shout out to Virtue on the drums. Shout out to you on the track. Shout out to the shout out to the whole thing. I love that shit. Yo, Banger, you ain't lying, man. Yo, you see the itch, man. You see the urge, yo. Listen, you can't be around a group of dope ass artists like everybody in the squad, and if you written around before, you can't not have that itch. It's automatic. You know what I'm saying? So Banger been talking this for a minute. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen, but right now we're gonna talk about this track here. How did you feel hearing that finished product, bro?
I was stunned. I really was shocked. I was like, wow, like it meshed so well, and it was really what I wanted it to be. It came out exactly how I wanted it to be.
Word.
Originally, there was an artwork that was drawn before this artwork, because Two Words did the final artwork.
Yeah. Shout out to True Words on that, on Many Talents, word.
my homie Doug Deus Douglas. Shout out to him. He's a dope ass artist. Like he draws hella pictures, and I was like, you know what, man, I have this idea of a dude in a suit and tie, but with no head. Instead, it's just like a thought right there, like a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're letting their thought get to their head that they're clout, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I could do that easy. So he drew it up, shot the man $50. I was like, all right, from here I have this idea at hand, so let's run with it now, because this is the backbone. This isn't the finished thing.
Yo.
At first, I hit up True Words. I was like, hey, do we want to use this? And he's like, nah, it's a good concept, but let me see what I could cook up with that, you know?
Word.
So from there, he changed the way how the stance was, which was more appropriate, I feel like, because it was more of a flat shot. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Instead of a sideways shot.
Right.
So from there, after the artwork was finished, that's when I was really able to hear the music. You know? I was like, all right, let's produce this. And from there, I was just sitting at the DAW, like, do I want to really try to go too crazy with this beat, or do I want it to be simple? And I was like, you know what? If I have a few instruments and let our vocals do what they need to do, it's gonna be a hit. You know?
Word.
So that's what I trusted in my gut, in that feeling.
Yeah, man.
And then
But
virtue. But
like the artwork is beautiful, but and there's no knocking this art because, like I said, presentation a lot of times is before they even hear the track. You know what I mean? They see the art, and I know that because when I push my, that's important. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's also more important for them to put on the project and like feel good about what they're purchasing or what they're spending their time with. Because we know now, average listener in hip hop, especially, their attention is gone. They're on to the next, you know what I mean? And shout out to my brother Sisiko. He checks in all the time from South Africa, you know what I mean? I hope you was able to check that Cloudheads joint, Sisiko. My man v0cab and True Words is fire right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with that joint there, man, is this joint leading to another project for you? What's in line for it, bro?
you know, right now, I have some stuff that I have in my catalog that I'm wanting to release, but at the moment, I'm more focused on pushing this more. You know?
This single, word?
Yeah, like that's my main focus. I have feature tracks that I'm on from other artists that they're gonna drop, but
right
now, like what I'm doing is I'm really focusing on pushing this single, because the idea of it is it's good. Like I haven't heard a song that really checks these fools. You know?
That's what's dope, man. Like, yo, it's like when you go to a battle, basically, let's say you go to a battle, a single battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throwing cloud heads up on the table. It's like, what are you bringing with this? And I think that's important as well because, like you said, with the listener, the attention span being going like quick to another project, certain projects deserve the push, the right promotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The right, and that's important because with everybody ready to move on to the next, you can't let them forget about the dopeness they just heard. You know what I'm saying? That 3 minutes or that 2 minutes of change, it changes you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dope hip hop. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? You gonna jump to that garbage that you're hearing? You gonna go back to that garbage you listening to? Nah, bring this joint back. Or you know what? Jump into my man v0cab's whole catalog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. When I hear a track out there is fire from somebody, I want to hear if they can do it again. I want to know if they've done it before. And like I said, I checked you, and your album. I'm like, yo, my G gets busy. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope, man. So I hope that even like what this leads to, because it sounds like you and True Words work together. That's how natural it came across. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, he taught me something too. He taught me to find my targeted artist, and I was like, bro, like I don't want to be like, uh, I'm trying to look for someone famous and type of shit, but like me and you, like I really feel like the music that I put really complements the way how you rap too. Like
Yeah.
you would be my targeted artist. I told him, and he's like, huh. And from there, I was like, look, like let's just let's do this. Let's write and see what we come up with. My first 16 that I put on Cloudheads, he was like, nah, go write another one. I was like,
Word.
I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'll keep this one and I'll just use it later. He's like, I don't care what you do with that. Just go write another verse. I was like,
That's
okay.
dope, man. But see, that once again, that's the A&R and all of that in true as well, because he, and what's, I mean, he lives by what he says, because he'll tell somebody like it's got to be held accountable for that, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and he shows and proved that, because he's like, look, if I'm going to be on this, you know, that tells me also he knows you got more in you. You know
yeah,
what I mean? He believes in you too. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, I hope to hear, because one thing about this GOAT squad that we got is the collaboration
mm-hmm.
on fire. You know, shout out to Shani Allure. She got the fire track, Bring Me Along,
Yeah,
with Gons and Hoffa. Like, it's just so much fire. Like, you get K Banger and yours truly. You get So Soon and True Words. Like, you get Gons and Steam, even though they like brothers, though. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so dope to see this. And I just love being, like I said, I'm a straight up fan of hip hop and this culture, and I love it to death. And when I see what's coming out of here, I'm playing in the house. Like I said, I show my title play spins, how yours truly, how So Soon, how True Words, they've been in my top artists listened to. Not Ghost Squad, but just artists in general. You understand? So
that's tight.
this is dopeness. You know what I mean? v0cab, you're gonna be in there next month, I guarantee you with that. You know what I mean? Because it's dopeness, bro. So man, listen, keep pushing this single. Cloudheads is fire. You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro. And this just makes me know that there's gonna be so much more fire coming from you, because the production's hit too. You know what I'm saying? I could see you and Virtue actually collabing on other joints, and
Oh
I just
yeah.
see so much fire, so much potential. Is that what you're seeing in this too, bro?
Oh, of course. Yeah. What I told Virtue like after he made a what is it? Be Strong for Me, which is another track that's in my catalog. I was like, hey, I produce too, bro. Like me and you should collab on making a beat. And he's like, for sure. He
Yes.
said, just send me some melodies. And I was like, for real. And that was the first one, really. And
Mm. Imagine that you go 1 for 1. How you step up to the plate first at bat and homer, yo. You know what I mean? That's what it feels. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. You hit a home run first at bat. Shout out to Dak 100 pack, yo. Yo, always checking in, yo. But yo, you hit a home run on the first at bat, man. So now the thing is, I believe this too. You can live up to that, because you know everybody wonders what happens next. But once again, your track record speaks for yourself. Um, the album. Did you produce that album yourself mostly? Your joint?
half of it, the other half, DJ B Doc did.
You know what I'm saying? See, so shout it out, because let me tell you something, man. Like, and this is why I love doing it, because hip hop is so many dope contributors to our culture. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be held to listening to something you don't love, or a sad showing of. We have so many bad showings of hip hop that's being accepted when we got artists like you that's putting it in. You understand what I'm saying? So as a fan of this culture, as a contributor myself to this culture, as someone who knows what it's like to get in the booth, despite trials and tribulations going on around you, to go show up for things, I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you,
Likewise.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, like I said, I may have been new to your music this last few months, but the thing is, and I always say this, dope music stands the test of time. So it doesn't matter when you catch on to it. If it's dope, it's gonna be dope today, and it's gonna be dope 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love because you're another artist in the squad that when I talk about this Ghost Squad, yo, check my man v0cab. You know what I mean? Just like I tell him to check True Words, I tell him to check Tricky Hayes, I tell him to check Nico, check yours truly. You know what I mean? v0cab is in there. You know what I'm saying? So shout you out, bro. I'm just happy to have you down with the squad. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have you back here again soon, man, because everything that we got going on, this is what we do. We let everybody know what we're doing here. So shout out. Thank you for giving us some of your time today, bro. Let everybody know where they can catch your music before you go. Where's it at? How they can get following if they haven't already, all right?
You could, for sure. You can find my music in my link tree on my bio in Instagram, or if you even on TikTok, you can find it there too. But I normally just post my releases and stuff on my page. But yeah, everything's found in my link tree.
Word. And also let them know because the way you spelling v0cab is V with a 0. And let them know because, you know, at first when I checked it, I was like, nah, I know it's there. I know you got work there. You know what I'm saying? So my man's name is V with the 0, C-A-B.
So, yeah.
You know what I mean? Word. Shout out to Mr. T for showing us.
The 0 signify where I came from. That's all it is.
Yo, let them know, man, because like you said that, like you can't relate if you ain't been broke, if you ain't come from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I relate to so many artists such as yourself, because I know what that bottom is like, you know what I'm saying? But bro, thank you for your time today, man. I'm glad you're down with the squad. And once again, if y'all ain't know, y'all better check my man v0cab out with that new single with True Words, Cloudheads. We want to give it another spin. After I let you go, let everybody get that vibe again, because that's what we do here. We let it rock, you know. But yo, thanks for your time today, bro. Appreciate you. We're gonna be talking again soon, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Word.
I definitely will let everyone know whenever I do drop a new release. But as of now, we still pushing this.
Yeah, and let them know. Listen, and that's our job here. Let them know, like, you know, like I said, I need it now because what I do, like, you know, you already know, I got the radio station as well through iHeartRadio. Shout out to my brother DJ and myself. You know, he puts a lot of work into that. But we have regular cat radio through iHeart. So, like he said, see, he's on it. Yeah, yeah. So let your peoples know, because our thing is we got a place to play our music. And we have it. We have it right here. And let everybody know this is a station that's 24 hours a day. It's not on just certain hours. You go to our station anytime, commercial free, fire, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's us. You know what I'm saying? DJ and myself, we are the music coordinators for Regular Cat Radio. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being part of the squad, bro. We're gonna be talking about to you again soon because I know you're gonna have more releases for it. But like DJ said, Cloudhead's about to be in rotation today, so let everybody know if they ain't listening to your joint on Spotify, whatever else, come to Regular Cat Radio, catch you in there with the vibe with everything else. Because one thing about it, you're gonna hear Cloudheads, you may hear Mobb Deep after, you may hear Biggie. It's just like you're in there with regular music. It's not like, you know, we're in this corner here. Nah, Regular Cat Radio, Ghost Squad are true MCs, are true musicians. So why aren't they heard with the other ones? And then I also cheat. And I do Ghost Squad hours here and there because that's what I do. It's my squad. You know what I'm saying? So let everybody know. The goal is to let them hear it, you know, and that's what we're doing there too for you, B. But
I appreciate you having me on the show here, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm really glad that I got to make time to do it. And
yeah, listen, we was gonna make this work either way, bro. You see it? We was communicating, man. We was gonna make it work. So thanks for having the time for this, B. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Word. All right, so everybody.
If IG lets me go live on my computer, if it does, maybe next time I can have a webcam and I could just use my studio mic. It'd be a lot better.
Yo, word. Listen, we set it up, man. Let me know because, yo, it's nothing but communication with me and you. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing that, so that's how that rocks. You know what I'm saying? But and then we might be able to hear some exclusives in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. They always like to cheat. You see how I can throw that in there, throw that little fish the hook out there, maybe get some exclusives. Of course, you know.
We gotta leak something. No.
Absolutely, man. I'm trying to get some of them fire tracks from my background because you and Virtue is bodying joints, man. You know what I'm saying? But Virtue's like, yo, you rapping again? You know. But we never know, man. But nah, definitely.
But with that being said and done, thank you again, and
Word,
thanks
bro.
everybody for tuning in. Again, you can find my music on my bio in the link tree. Go
Let
Squad!
them know. And all of that, man. Thank you for that, yo. So once again, that was my brother v0cab. Had a dope interview there. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, man. That Cloud Heads is fire. Shout out to my brother ASU. Tricky just joined. ASU, my man v0cab just signed off, man. But we about to play his new track with my brother True Words. It's the new single we pushing. It's called Cloud Heads. All right. I'm gonna give it another run back real quick. Tito, what up, brother? That's my cousin Tito in the building. Just joined us. Tito, get ready for this fire we're about to drop. It's called Cloud Heads, all right? Let's go. Let me get this music right. No interruptions, no problems. Let's go.
They said again.
Nah, you got it right here, Shu.
Yo, I'll take this moment to demonstrate how I won't hesitate. Building from the ground up and morph it to the best estate. I bring up major rise out of individuals, watch you levitate. Engaging the gaining fans at it and reciprocate. Some say the cloud heads, they have bad reactions. However, somehow these squares, they posted up like some traffic signs. Bad manner, they work ethic is horrible. No investment in time, cause to them it ain't affordable. When I speak, I'm bringing truth through the mind cable. These cloud heads, novels, but some multiply like some time tables. I can care less if the gas is on the super cool. Square split the switch upside, like a really true. I put thoughts for these verses like ratchets reading the Bible. But what's vital is that I always knew that I'd be vital. I be using every moment just to capture rhymes. True words, it was a matter of time. A matter of time, cutting through one stab at a time. Detaching heads from the cloud, I dismantle the lies. I put my soul on the table just to gamble with lies. Like grabbing lines like an elephant that's out of its mind.
Yeah, virtue.
With a snake to try to rattle what's mine. The airy stripes on your back, I'll start strangling your spine. For real, a false flag, it was both added and toe tag. I'm true words and it doesn't take much to vocab. They both laughing at cloud heads being so average. That won't beat them, we can beat from the whole wagon.
Word.
Me and both had another slope, but we both dragons. Got no dragon, it's all true, no status. Get away from pocket lanes to cause traffic. Until we see nobody, that's a closed casket. The city rappers to put your eggs in the wrong basket. So how you really seal a deal with a blown gasket?
Shout out to my man v0cab with True Words. Bodies, nothing but bodies. Listen. Yo, Tito, that was my man v0cab who was just on. And the head of our squad, True Words. They get busy like everybody in the squad do. But listen, man. Thank y'all for this, man. We ain't leaving. We got another one, man. Because listen, when I tell y'all this squad is fire, I tell y'all this squad is dope. ASU. Tito, stick around. We got something for you. I got another joint for you. There's no way I can end this joint. Talk to them, v0cab. They don't know the bar work. How you really seal a deal with a blown gasket. Listen, I'm True Words that don't take much to v0cab. This bar's all in there, joint. Listen, well, we got another joint that I love from my squad that we must make sure it gets more love and more rock again because I love this joint. So let's get it. Let's get it. It's automatic. Y'all know how I feel about this. Where you at, Shani? We getting you up here, Shani. We gonna make this happen. Woo! No hand me down. Yeah, I got you. Bring me along. Bring me along. All right, you ain't had no volume. We bringing it back for you, Shani. We bring it back for you. You gotta get it right. Yeah. How that sound for y'all? How that sound? See you want me to curb out. Niggas can't crack a smile. I'm thinking they burnt out. Turn a grown man into the baby curved out. My flow is like my brain, just thinking it make you shout. Your flow is dehydrated, you in a drought. Steam it till you guess your name Stanley now. And bitches can't stand me now. Princess of the Ghost Squad, no hand me down. I earn all my respect, that's why I get it. Niggas never breathe on me, but still No doubt, Shanny, my bad. We need a video, man. God, we know that. This is verse.
Don't blame me, I'm not gaming. You a challenger. God, me like you know how famous. I'm still cracked, running away. Shit is dangerous, don't blame me though. The basis, stop blaming. From a dark place, but trust me, I'm not gay though. That's the price of action of God's favor. Fuck haters, who gon' say that I sound later? You can't picture that, I don't care what the time frame is. Free agent, if you want me to sound major, I'm the contract purchase to be in the sports paper. Sharks in the water, I'm tired. Trying to make it out the concrete jungle. Lose situation, that's the cards I'm dealt. I play with a blind wager, I'm a hybrid though. Kept stacking on Friday, I've been getting clean. Only for old time's sake, cause I need digital money, so I'm passing the white paper. Bring it along.
Yo, I'm gonna do the video by myself. We don't get one, y'all. Me and Noe. Let's go, Hop.
One time being here, that cocaine, swag on 10, all trees on those hangs. It's so move, you lose, that's up swing. Money me and bring out move, I got swing. I move that cocaine, got the city through slang. All deep in this bitch, my team, Wu-Tang. Come on and know me, and that's all on bang bang. Baby, suicide squad, the doors you can't hang. My move just might change, I swerve in 2 lanes. Wanna be rappers that fuel on my flames. Speaking in my IG live to see how I work. Guys get offended and wanna battle, that's light work. Cricket in the crates, extensively in the catalog. Red was here and did shit, Bruce had it all. No bullshit with connections in El Salvador. Chest on fire, record, I'm here to get it all. Bring me along, bring me along, bring me along.
My squad bangs, yo. What y'all know about that? Listen. Shannon, we getting you up here. Listen, that's just a little bit of what my squad do. Shout out to Shanny Allure. Shout out to Gons, Mike Hoffa. Shout out to v0cab. Shout out to True Word. Shout out to my whole squad gets busy. Banger got some problem tracks in there. One day I'm just gonna go live with just all my squad, man. You know what I'm saying? All squad tracks. I tell you, man, shout out to Sting Lagoon. Listen, bar work with singing with bars. He is a beast. Let me tell you something, man. But I want to thank everybody for rocking with me, man. Sasha Rock, the regular cat. Listen, 95 Underground, shout out, bro. Listen, the squad gets busy, man. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole live, let everybody be introduced to the squad. I'm bringing them on each week. DJ Unbreakable, you got some fire. Tricky Hayes, your track got me through some rough times. Let me tell you something. My squad got something for every vibe. That's what dope music does. You know what I'm saying? You going through something, music to get you through it. It's done that for me throughout my whole life. This is why I love my culture so much. This is why I dedicate what I do to this, and I love it because I know what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I know what this music does. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get virtual duets on the station. 95 Underground, salute for being here, man. Listen, once again, check us out, regular cat convos. Schedules have me changing them, but we're going to be doing these on the weekends now. It's actually better. It's going to be fun. You know what I mean? I got my brother next week lined up already. He's going to be a dope one. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, once again, check us out. Regular Cat Radio is on iHeartRadio. So ASU, Tricky, Virtue, you be in there. I can see it because I see the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Me and that's one thing, DJ, we see the numbers. So, you know, we see who's showing love. We see actually where the love is coming from, man. Just, we ask, give us 5 minutes of your day. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll give it to Spotify, I give it to Tidal, I've given it to YouTube. We've given our listening time to every other platform. But my brother, True Words, thank you for joining us, man. You can never be late. It's a better late than never, bro. You know what I mean? Thanks for being here. You know what I'm saying? But we have a platform. You know what I'm saying? We busting our ass to make it make it right. You know what I'm saying? If there's music y'all don't like, you hit me up directly. You know what I'm saying? You can get to my brother DJ director. You get to me, and whatever song you don't like, we remove it immediately because there's so much fire. We have more music playing on our station than anybody. I'm gonna keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you get introduced to fire like my squad, like v0cab, like So Soon, True Words, Hopper. You know what I'm saying? We getting some promotion lined up for the station soon too. We're gonna be bringing the listeners there. We're gonna have people lined up to come check it out. You know what I'm saying? Doing giveaways lined up soon. But in the meantime, I want to thank y'all. What's Virtue got saying? He said real quick. What you got, Virtue? Yeah, Tricky, shout you out too, man. Yo, before we go, all right, no doubt. Next week, I was just gonna let them know we got my brother Daz Guy, a young lion of an MC. We got him up next week, coming on. And real talk, I found him through my brother Virtue. He was doing. Listen, if y'all don't know about my boy King Virtue on Fridays, he does the duet. So he throw a beat out there for the world to get inspired by and get to spitting. And Daz Guy got on one of Virtue tracks and just laid law on it. You know what I'm saying? After that, I connected with him. He's a dope dude. He's a dope MC. And before we go, you know what I'm saying? Let me just give him a quick run. Let y'all hear his single that's dropping. His album is dropping next week. So I got Daz on next week to promote the album, the full-length album. But he got a track here called Win or Lose. Shout out to my brother, Yo Virtue. Send Daz a request to being here real quick, just so he can hear his joint being played. If he can't make it, it's all good. But before we go, this joint here, and shout out to my brother, Keep It Culture, my bro from around here. I appreciate you, bro. That's another fire producer we're going to be talking to soon as well. But I'm going to let y'all go on this joint here, my man Daz Guy. It's called Win or Lose, all right? So just check this out before we head out. Come on, let's vibe with me.
You know, shit hit the fan.
Oh my gosh, I love this already.
How you gonna react? I'm sitting in my living room, contemplating my interlude. Yeah, resume my writing, I'm liking what this new feel do. I wonder why they call it spelling. Is it cause it's magical? Maybe I'm just overthinking. Shouldn't be this natural. I go to sleep and wake up thinking about how to connect every line to my audience. A line in accordance with the universal laws to make sure I avoid the naughty list. I bought this shit with God, but I fell a few times. Listen, it's bound to happen when you striving for greatness. I lost relations with some relatives I thought was the greatest. I can't let it slow me down, no. That would be a clown move. Catch me outside, cause I do not do the loud rooms. Loud tunes, blessing through my speakers, keep me company. I write to them, praying that one day you remember me. Rebel this, I lost a few battles, but still I'm on my feet. Shout out Wailing Beats, a beast, this one is for the streets. When people that love you, baby, you back up, even when you don't want to. You be the last love, tell me what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So no.
Shout out to Daz Guy.
Oh, no.
Listen, those duets, Virtue, those duets mean something, bro. We need them on the station.
It feels good when the people that love
Come
you
on.
could pick you back up, even when you don't want to. You be the last up. Tell me what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I can show you oxygen after taking your breath away. Yes, I wrote this song yesterday. Now my focus, you press and play. Must be a better way to capture attention without dimensions on Instagram. My goodness, I know the crowd is looking. I'm showing up at every occasion to spit a versatile just to show that I'm versatile. Still, I couldn't get through to you. As if brick walls built in the air canals. I bet you niggas hear me now. Loaded clip with the version ounce. I said loaded clip with them verbs announced. I shoot me up a sonnet, then kill a beat, then dig up the ground to plant the seed. I'm hoping these start seeping your conscience. I promise to keep it honest. My niggas just keep recording.
Yeah.
But the sleep of a goddess, if eyes are open. I close mine and follow your cold line for the audience. A dream that I've targeted. Knocking down these walls with it. I don't need luck. My hard work is for the cool. People let go. You back up, even when you don't want to. The last love, tell me what you gonna do.
Word. We're gonna zone that out, man. But listen, man, that's my man Daz Guy. He got bars, he got a flow. I see something with this dude, he's dope, and we got him on next week. He's gonna be talking about this song here, Win or Lose, plus the whole project he got coming out. You know what I'm saying? So tune in We're gonna be on next Saturday. We're gonna be on, I think, 7 o'clock. We're gonna have the promo out early. I already connected with them, but we're gonna be talking about the full-length project, Exonerated Thoughts. You know, tune in. If you got questions for my boy Daz Guy between now and then, hit your boy up, Sasha, aka Regular Cat. DM me, let me know if you got a question about this joint here, anything like that. He's definitely, Sasiko, ASU, he's definitely gonna be something. I see it in him, he see it in himself, and his team does as well. So it's dope. But shout out to my squad, shout out to the tribe, shout out to my brother DJ, shout out to you, Sasiko. You stay checking in from Africa. I appreciate you, brother. We're gonna link up soon, all right? I want everybody to make sure you stay in tune. Like I said, we want to see some numbers, man. We want to see some support here, too. Let's get that Regular Cat radio popping. Go ahead to iHeart. It's free for everybody. All you got to do is search it. You see the logo. Also, what I am so happy to announce is that if you miss an episode of Regular Cat Konvo, not only can you catch the episodes on YouTube, but we are on Spotify now. So we are in the Spotify there. You can check our listens. You can check all the previous episodes. You can hear the Sky Zoo episode you want. You want to hear Shot Stimuli episode. You want to hear the Rex joint. You want to hear Key Turner or Queen MC. They're all there on Spotify. Go hit that gym up. Listen to these dope conversations, man, because a lot of times I get in tune with these dope artists, and I love it because they open up, you know, because this is me. I wear my emotions. I wear it on my sleeve. I let you know this is real. I genuinely love this. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, do what you love, all right? Everybody enjoy their Saturday. Enjoy some football. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the people that love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's always important, man, all right? I'll be back for y'all soon. I won't be back. Won't be going that long, all right? Sasha Rock, the Regular Cat. Love y'all. Peace.